I not only struggled with having the challenging conversations, but boy, making the difficult decisions to let somebody go, not my cup of tea.
Kurt Wilkin is our guest today on CallumConnects Micro-Podcast. Kurt is co-founder of HireBetter and recently released his debut book, Who's Your Mic?, based on his 28 years of working with entrepreneurs.
A hurdle I face as an entrepreneur is definitely my inability to have challenging conversations, whether it's with customers or investors or even employees. Well, really, frankly, especially employees. I not only struggled with having the challenging conversations, but boy, making the difficult decisions to let somebody go, not my cup of tea. I found that HireBetter 11 years ago because I felt like there had to be a better way to recruit talent. There had to be a better way to build a world-class team. In my years of working with recruiters prior on the other side of the table, I felt like the recruiting industry was broken. What I found in working with clients was not only was the recruiting industry broken, but most of our clients were broken. Most of our entrepreneurial companies had issues that were really frankly similar to my prior company, the Controller Group, which we had grown successfully to $20 million in revenue, 110 employees, and had a successful exit. But man, along the way, we had a lot of bumps and bruises around people. And our clients had similar issues, ranging from employees who they'd simply outgrown, legacy employees that they were dedicated to, maybe over-titled employees, maybe individual contributors who were forced into leadership roles or promoted into leadership roles. Now they're in over their head. And candidly, what I learned was we all make mistakes. We're not alone when it comes to making mistakes, whether it's hiring or promotion or termination mistakes. Maybe we fired somebody we maybe shouldn't have. So I wrote a book recently that's about to come out called Who's Your Mic?, where I tell stories of over 30 years of me as an entrepreneur, but also working with entrepreneurs, consulting with entrepreneurs. And it's really a collection of stories because I believe that entrepreneurs learn from their own experiences, but they also learn from the stories of others. How did others handle similar situations? What can you learn or apply from someone else's challenges? For example, my title character is called Mike. Who's your Mike? So Mike is your fraternity brother in college. You guys were thick as thieves, best friends. And when you started your business in your garage after graduating, Mike was right there with you nights and weekends doing all the administrative back office stuff that you didn't know how to do or didn't want to do because you were focused on product or sales. When you became a real company, he quit his job and became your accountant and taught himself QuickBooks, set up your LLC, set up your bank account. Again, doing all those back office things. And he was working 100 hours a week. So you reward him with the controller title and then ultimately the CFO title because he's so loyal and you trust him with your life. But now you're a real company. You're doing $10 to $15 million in revenue. And Mike's trying to negotiate a $10 million line of credit with the bank, maybe a big merger deal with your biggest competitor. Mike is overwhelmed. He has no idea where to turn. He's learning all this for the first time. So the question is, who's your Mike? Every entrepreneur has a Mike, whether it's finance and accounting like this one, or maybe it's sales, marketing, operations. Every entrepreneur has an employee that they've simply outgrown and is in over their head. So what do you do about Mike? Do you let him go? Is he an asshole? You definitely let him go. But if he's got ability to be coached into a CFO, maybe he's got the ability to be a great individual contributor, or maybe you move him around to somewhere else in the organization. Look, people decisions are hard, and if we can learn from the mistakes and successes of others, we can do well. So find a mentor, hire a coach, or join an entrepreneurship leadership opportunity. Learn from others so you don't have to learn all those mistakes the hard way.
If you enjoyed this podcast and would like to find more inspiring information about entrepreneurs around the world doing incredible things, make your way to enterprisezone.cc.